Alright, and welcome to Logarithmic Inverses. Now for number 1, we want to find the function, or the inverse function, of f of x equals log base 3 of x minus 4. Of course, how do we start this off? Well, what is step 1? Well, we always want to change our f of x into y. Now we'll go ahead and write step 2 while I'm over here. We know that we want to switch our x and our y. So what does that look like? Well, f of x becomes y equals the log base 3 of x minus 4. And from here, I can take my y, I can take my x, and I switched them, okay? Now I'll write the rest of this in that original color of log base 3 of y minus 4. Now this brings us to our third step. For step number 3, we want to solve for y. And I actually think these are the easy ones, because how in the world do you get rid of a log base 3? Well, it's easy. I want you to use the words base 3. Say base 3. Because what we're saying is, hey, that's a base of 3. So I'm putting everything into the exponent of 3. 3 is becoming my base. So if you say base 3, I'll know what you mean. And we can say base 3 over here. Okay, so sometimes when you write this is a little bit weird at first. What happens? Well, these cross out, and what we really have is 3 to the power of x, and what is unchanged is the remaining stuff inside the logarithm, so is equal to y minus 4. Now, at this point, it's super simple. How do you get rid of the minus 4? Well, plus 4, that zeroes out, and let's finish this. For step number 4, we know that y converts back into f inverse of x, and so I change my y into f inverse of x equals 3 to the power of x plus 4. And you really want to make sure your 3 and your 4 are kind of normal sized. And that's it. I think logarithms are probably some of the easier ones. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to our second example. Okay, for example 2, let's go ahead and run through these. We'll take f of x, we'll change that to y is equal to 4 log base 3 parentheses x minus 4 minus 7. Now from here, let's go ahead and do the usual things. We know we're going to take our y and our x. This is the big idea of inverses, and we'll switch them. And so we know x is there, y is there, and the remainder of this is the same. 4 log base 3 parentheses y minus 4 minus 7. Now the solving for this one is going to be a little bit more involved, because we can see that our log base 3 of y minus 4 is not entirely by itself. So the question becomes, do we get rid of our multiplication or our subtraction first? Hopefully, you said that we get rid of our subtraction first by adding 7. So here we have x plus 7. What has been unchanged is this 4 log base 3 of y minus 4. And from here, well, we all know that the way you get rid of multiplication is obviously through division. So let's bring this up here. So we now have x plus 7 all divided by 4 parentheses is equal to the log base 3 of y minus 4. Okay, now how in the world do we get rid of the log base 3? Well, we do base 3 and base 3. And so all of this is in the exponent, and 3 to the power of log base 3, those two things cancel, and you now have this. 3 to the x plus 7 over 4 is equal to y minus 4. Obviously, we're simply going to add 4 to both sides, and the best way to write this after those zero out is we change our y into f inverse of x equals 3 to the x plus 7 over 4 plus 4. Easy, easy stuff. Okay? And there you have it. I hope that you've made it through these 4 levels. I hope you watched all the examples, because now you fundamentally understand inverses. They're not that bad. Alright, thank you so much, and I'll see y'all in our next video series.